Hello, 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 and welcome back to Portia Vonne Chats. Today, I want to talk about Chappel Roan, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but she went through this incident where people were like violating her space, her personal space, and touching on her and stuff like that. And it's just not okay. Just because she has found her fame does not mean that she is there for everyone to touch and be all up on her and all up in her business and stuff. So, I had to give us some talking points today. So, the first one says the allure of fame and false intimacy. People often feel connected to celebrities through media, creating a sense of false intimacy. Okay, so it's okay to admire people's talents without assuming we have a personal relationship with them. Whenever we see people on TV, we hear them on the radio, movies or YouTube, TikTok. It's like we feel like we know these people because it's almost like they open up their lives to us. They open up their hearts to us. But these people don't even know who we are, you guys. We're sitting here admiring them on our screens, but they don't see us as much as we see them. They probably don't even know that we exist, which is sad to say, but it's true because it's like we feel like we've developed this relationship with them because we've allowed them to have a place in our heart. And we like watch all their videos, we listen to all their episodes, we watch them in movies, on TV, their interviews, even like singers and rappers and, people like that, musicians. It's like we follow these people and they have a special place in our heart, but they do not know who we are, you guys. They are not our friends. They are not our family unless you really are blood related to them. They are celebrities and they're there to entertain us, but we must respect their boundaries because that is not okay. So number 2 says social media, a double-edged sword. Social media blurs the lines between public and private life, making fans feel entitled to constant access. Okay. So people create these curated videos on YouTube and they'll do like day in my life vlog, come with me to go shopping, come with me to the grocery store so I can show you how I got so muscular and so bulked up. And we really feel like we're connecting with them because they're talking to the camera so intimately. And they're like, you guys, today I really wanted to come to the store and get this salmon because it's on sale. And I'm so excited. You guys know how much I love salmon. And they say stuff like that, like, you guys know, like, you know me. And so we feel like, I really do know you. You told me I know you. I know you. But it really is like, it really is, I don't know. It's hard to say, but because I have a YouTube channel, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, hello. If you're listening to this audibly, hello, hello as well. But you guys, I do feel connected to y'all, so it's a little different. I also have that false sense of intimacy. So when people tell me I love you, I'm like, I love you too. And I mean it because I feel that way about people who support me, and I also feel that way about celebrities. And I don't know how can we get rid of it. And that's why I'm talking about it, because not only am I saying don't do that to Chappell Roan, Chappell Roan does not deserve this. It's not even just like that. It's like, how can we stop, you guys? Because I'm guilty. I'm like, yes, I feel connected to Chappell Roan. I love her music. I've listened to her album I don't know how many times because, I deliver mail, so I could just put it on a loop and it just keeps repeating while I'm out there delivering. So maybe 20 plus times I've listened to that album from start to finish. And I do feel connected to her. I even watched some of her interviews. I love Beyonce. I feel connected to Beyonce. Never met her a day in my life, but I still feel connected to her because I've listened to her music since I was growing up. I've watched her interviews since I was growing up. And it's like she doesn't even know I exist, but I still know about her and I know the interviews she's done and the music and the movies. And I feel that false sense of intimacy. Never have I ever laid eyes on her in person. She doesn't even know who I am, you guys. And the harsh reality of that really, it sucks because it's like they pull on our heartstrings. When we feel like we have no one, we can turn to Billie Eilish and listen to her music and watch her amazing interviews that she gives where it feels like you really are just chatting with a friend and she's so goofy and fun to be around. Y'all, we've never been around her. How would we know? So, yes, there definitely is a double edged sword there. Number three says the influence of celebrity culture. Society glorifies celebrities, making people feel like they owe the public access to their lives. Celebrities don't owe us anything, you guys. They are people. They are normal people. The only difference between them and us is they're very rich and very famous, and they're normal. They still go through things like we do. They have families, they have jobs, they have, depression and anxiety. They are just people who got lucky or worked hard to get where they are. And now they're famous. They don't owe us anything. They don't have to tell us where they live. They don't have to show us their home. They don't have to give us a tour. They don't have to tell us what they're thinking on a daily basis. But when I was growing up, I wanted to know everything Christina Aguilera was doing. I was like, what is she doing now? I wish I could see her. When you're a kid, you always have that one person that you just really want to be with. And you're like, what are they doing? I want to know everything. What is she drinking? What is she eating? Is she in the bed right now? Is she on tour? I wanted to know everything. And now, thanks to social media, we do know what people are doing. But when I was growing up, I did not have that privilege. I just had to wonder. But she didn't know me anything, and they still don't owe us anything now, even with Instagram, okay? Parasocial relationships is number 4. Fans develop one-sided relationships with celebrities, believing that they know them personally. Yes, there is an emotional connection with celebrities because, like I said, we hear their stories, so we feel like we know them. It's almost like you're on a FaceTime call, but it really is an interview, and your face is not what they see when they're sitting in that interview. Your face is not what they see whenever they're sitting in front of the camera, unless you're one of their biggest fans and they recognize you and they're like, oh my God, you've been here for so long. I love you so much. Then yeah, they may be thinking about you, whenever they're sitting in front of the camera. I do. So if they are familiar to you, yes, you will definitely recognize them. But I don't know. They wouldn't recognize me because I don't comment on everything and I just like it. I consume it and then I carry on. Sometimes I do comment, but here lately I've been trying not to be as seen. But being seen is actually good if you want that person to know you, if you want that person to recognize you and love you. Being seen is actually a good thing. So it's like I go back and forth with myself on that, but still, we are not going to their homes. We are not, on the phone with them every single day for hours. Like, oh my God, girl, you're my best friend. I love you. It's not that kind of a relationship, but it's like we can imagine that in our minds, even though it's false, even though it's not true. We got to fix that, y'all. We have to fix that. We have to respect their boundaries. Okay. Number 5 says media encouragement. Tabloids and entertainment media often promote invasive behavior as normal. Yes, these people chase the celebrities and capture pictures of them. So people think it's okay to do the same thing. And they're like running after the celebrity. And the celebrity is running for their life. Like, why are you chasing me? Leave me alone, you crazy bitch. So we definitely do not want to invade people's privacy, y'all. Give them some space. They are normal people. Imagine you're at the grocery store and 100 people. I've got like this film on my eyeball right now. Whenever it starts to get like a little blurry and you're like, why is there like something covering my eye? But you're at the grocery store and 100 people just start chasing you. You're going to run. I would run because if you stand there and wait for them to get to you, they might trample you. They may forget to stop and just, run all over you. So it's like, heck yeah, get the up out of there and get to safety, please. Because honey, that is scary. That is scary. So they don't deserve that, Number 6 says public perception of ownership. Ownership? What you think this is? Some people believe that because someone is in the public eye, they belong to the public. What? Okay, you can appreciate people and celebrate their work without feeling like you own them. You don't deserve anything from these people, y'all. I can't say it enough. They don't owe us anything. They own their own life. They are in charge of their own existence, and they are allowed to shut themselves up for years and not let anyone know whether they're alive or dead. And they're allowed to be all on the internet multiple times a day and showing us what what they're doing. And then tomorrow they just shut it off. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to do that. Number 7 says the pressure of expectations. Celebrities are often seen as role models, leading people to believe that they have the right to judge their every move. Okay, you can judge people's every move because you're allowed to have your opinion, but celebrities are not required to be good role models for our kids because they didn't sign up for that. Just because they want the fame and the money does not mean that they want to be perfect and live their lives like perfectly. They never said that. So, like, take Cardi B, for instance. She says she doesn't want her kids listening to her music. So people are like, well, if you don't want your kids listening to your music, why do you make that music? She's like, I make it for the adults. Everything that I do does not have to be for kids. I don't want to sing the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and Mary Lamb and all that stuff. You want to actually make music that you want to dance to, that you want to vibe to. And there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. So I think people are just like, oh, well, I don't want my kids listening to it. Well, it's not made for your kids, so don't let them listen to it. Some cool parents are like, I don't care what my kids listen to, whatever. If they like that song, let them have it. But it just depends. My mom did not limit what I listened to when I was growing up, but she did limit what I watched. I was so into Sex and the City when I was a kid, and I used to watch every single episode. She walked in on me watching it one day and told me to stop watching it, and my heart was broken. So I stopped watching it, and I didn't pick it back up until I was in my 20s. So that really sucked, but whatever. Okay. Okay. So did we say number 8, escapism and projection? Fans use celebrities as an escape and project their desires or frustrations onto them. No, we did not say that. That is actually crazy. Whenever I am watching like interviews and stuff and I start scrolling through the comments, it is true. People really do project like their desires and their frustrations onto celebrities. And I wish I had examples because I can't really think of anything right now. Like, say somebody gets plastic surgery, like whenever Doja Cat was accused of it and all that stuff. And people are like, you should leave your body alone. You should not lose all that weight and get your boobs done. And she's like, I can do whatever I want. This is my body. Well, I would never lose that much weight because I like being thick. That's you. Some people want to be healthy. Some people want to not be obese. And not that she ever was. She always looked good. But some people just want to take care of themselves. And in their mind, they're better in their lives. And a lot of times they really are by losing weight and getting healthy and not having like high cholesterol and stuff like that. So I think that we should definitely stop doing that. Number 9, the dehumanization of fame. Fame can lead to people forgetting that celebrities are individuals with personal lives and feelings. I already touched on this. We already know that, baby. They are real people. They are not robots. They are not AI. They are not invisible and they're only on the TV whenever your eyes are watching. They exist outside. They exist outside of the television and they exist outside of your radio. All right, number 11, the illusion of access equals consent. Ooh. People assume that because a celebrity shares some aspects of their life, everything is fair game. Oh, no. So I do feel like we already touched on this too. Just because you walk past a celebrity on the street like Chappell Roan does not mean you could touch her leg, you could touch her hair, you could touch her arm. She still needs her personal space. Like, get back, like, stay away. People don't want to be touched all the time, and especially by a stranger. Just because you've heard her songs, just because you've seen her photos or seen her on interviews or whatever, doesn't mean that you're allowed to just walk up and touch her. And that applies to everyone. That's not okay. All right. Number 12 says the role of instant gratification. In a world of instant access, people expect to know everything immediately, including private matters. Who are you dating? Are you getting married? Who did you sleep with last night? What did you eat last night? What is your mom's maiden name? What is your mom's birthday? They don't have to share all their personal details with us. But people do feel entitled to that, you guys. And this is where I'm going to wrap it up because it is starting to go in circles. Point blank, period. They don't owe us anything. They do not owe us to allow us to touch their hair or to touch their arm, to give them a hug, to give them a kiss on the cheek. Respect people's boundaries, respect people's privacy, and please, 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 please leave them alone. Please leave them alone. Just stay at home and continue to consume their content. Continue to admire them from a distance or from their shows, or if you want to go and be in the studio audience, admire them from there, but give them their space because it's not fair to them. You're not the only person who's a fan of them. And if everybody feels like they're entitled to do that, it's not okay. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait for you to see and hear the next episode. Peace. Good day.